Hey guys, Garrulous Maundering here. I was reading Building Websites for Dummies for another 10 minutes before I moved back onto my blog. And as I was reading it, it was talking more about business stuff, so like identifying the target market, how large your demographic should be. They say that you shouldn't have more than 3 to 6 target demographics because anything more than that is a service that's delegated for the general public. And then they talk about webinars. And when I was reading about webinars, I had this thought that popped in my head. And this idea was the types of jobs that we have in the world. So for those of you who don't know, I got my degree in history when I went to college. And when I would tell people that I got my degree in history, the number one thing they would say to me is, "Oh, you're going to be a teacher." And it wasn't even a question, it was a statement. It said, "Oh, you're going to be a teacher." As if that was the only thing that I could possibly do with that. And that got me thinking back then, and then reading about these webinars sort of brought the idea back to my mind, is what types of occupations there are in the world. You know, what kinds of things can people do? And I've never really resolved that question. Still haven't. You know, an inspiration in a matter of 2 seconds is not going to change my ability to comprehend that realm of workplace. But it seems to me that there's three main occupations at this point. You've got people who create things, so people who build stuff. So you've got manufacturers. You've got creative development teams for companies and stuff like that. So those are the people who create stuff. And then you have the people who teach. So people who teach you how to create stuff. So you've got people who, people who hold webinars. People who teach you how to do things in terms of your occupation. So if you want to learn how to build websites, you buy a book on it. Or if you want to learn how to translate, you'll take a webinar so you can learn how to translate in your target language or whatever. And the third one, it seems to me, are the political figures, people who run the show. So you've got people like, like President Obama and Hillary Clinton and so on and so forth, who run government and things like that. And so it seems to me that these are the three main occupations. Now, again, this is a spark of intrigue. I've never read a book on this idea. It's just something that I've always wondered, and just sort of popped in my head again when I read about webinars, because it seems like everybody kind of falls into these three categories, more or less, and they're very broad categories to be sure. But if you guys think my list is incomplete, I know it is, then feel free to leave a comment below. I'd be happy to hear what your thoughts are on this. Or if you think my categories are wrong, or if you think they're too broad, then please comment on that as well. I'd be interested to hear what you have to think. So thank you guys very much for watching again, and now I'm going to get back to working on my blog. So, until the next video.